about what kinds of things are you doing to prepare your workforce and take them forward, given that you've seen how quickly one needs to move forward in the case of a shock like COVID?
I think people want to be part of something bigger. And we hear that a lot about young people coming into professions that they want to be part of something bigger. But I think we all want to be part of something bigger. Me personally as well, I'm not working just for the sake of work. I want to create something. I want to be part of something bigger. And I think that was exactly an effect which we felt now during crisis, that everybody felt suddenly important and felt to be part of, let's say, a bigger plan to rescue, a plan to have a functional supply chain. And I think that ambition we need to veer further into the future and also give it further to the young workforce coming in. Whatever skills they have, whatever education they have, we will need people of all level of education. But I think that is the ambition which we need.
I think Jan's right. We need to look at kind of both ends of the workforce. Because I'm not the youngest person in the room, I'm sure, and there's a lot of life left in some of us older people, and we have, I think, if we want to, very good opportunities to mentor. But coming to the young people, I think that what they bring, or what they should bring, because what we're actually doing is we're hiring potential. We're taking these young people with little or no industry background, and we are in effect buying potential, employing and hiring potential. And what I think we're looking for, or we should be looking for, I know what we're looking for, is we're looking for people with that plasticity of thought, that they are, I don't mean multitaskers in that they're on social media at the same time as talking to you, but they're able to. Sorry, Peter. They're able to transcend just the one job or the one position that they're sitting in at that moment in time. That they're adaptable. That for us in our company, I think we're quite well known for the fact that 50% of us are women. The youngest are in, I think, their early mid-20s, and the oldest are in their 70s. That's not me, by the way. So what we're looking for is we're looking to a certain extent for global citizens. We want people who are not just going to sit in one place and understand one little bit. They're going to be able to be adaptable, to understand, to be able to move, and to be able to assimilate into different environments and different situations as they move and change through the company. So we're looking for plasticity, we're looking for global citizens, and we're looking for people who really want to be with us. In a company like Integra, you either stay for a long, long time, or you come in and you've left in less than a year. So we want the people that are willing to stay. Now, that doesn't mean that we want them straight out of school or straight out of university and they stay their whole career till they're 75. But we want people who we are going to be able to develop, and who are going to conversely develop and change us and help us adapt. And that's the type of people we're looking for. And I think there are probably lots of young people out there with those qualifications. The industry has a tendency to recruit engineers and chemists, and there's nothing wrong with mathematicians, engineers, and chemists. But if we really want to be diverse, we have to be diverse in the disciplines of the people that we hire as well.
I want to build on what Gina has said. I'm a firm believer that culture hires people. And so a company culture is actually defining more or less which people are hired and which ones are not hired. And what I think we need to somehow get together is how do we need to modify the culture of a company in a way that we are able to hire and attract people which normally probably would not fit, but are exactly the people you will need for the next challenge coming up. So what I would like to accomplish is, in the way we're developing talents, in the way we are, hiring people, that we broaden the scope of our, how we call it, joint beliefs, because the joint beliefs are what is defining the culture in a company. Can we broaden our joint beliefs for our way forward, and thus attract people with a different mindset and a different thinking, and let them really penetrate the organization? I had this always debate with digital. Years ago, we all had this, small fancy groups sitting somewhere in a startup environment and developing the greatest digital solutions for the industry. I said, if everybody will do the same, where will be the advantage at the end of the day for one of us? I believe the advantage will only for those which are allowed to let that thinking penetrate into the organization, even at the decision-making levels. And so I think what the best way to prepare, as nobody knows what the next challenge will be, is widening the scope, broadening the cultural understanding of what is needed as we move forward, and then being an attractive employer for those different thinking for those people and draw them to our company is just one example.